Do you love old cars and trucks? Join us on Bring 'em Back to Life, where we search the salvage yards and backyards of America to find that gold mine of a parts car or that restorable gem in the rough. Come with us down memory lane as we elevate the status of our salvage yards to outdoor museums of automotive history.
Well, today we're in Easy Jack and Sons, Junction City, Kansas. Easy Jack's in Junction City, Kansas was started by Jack in 1963, and his son told me that he moved down to Junction City from up north, but he didn't say where, and he hauled over 90 loads of cars down to Junction City when he started the yard, and that was 1963. Well, here's for my friends with abandoned and neglected race cars. Here's one sitting in a salvage yard in Kansas. See, except for an engine and a drivetrain and a driver and a seat, it looks like it's race ready.
There's the race car, Charlie.
Well, it looks like at one point that being a salvage yard, somebody had to get rid of a race car dream, and here's the trailer, dual axle, fenders, built to drive on and off, low to the ground, and right next to it is a complete chassis, what was probably a dirt mod, and then right behind it there's another complete chassis, and they might have been into racing at one time and then got smart and realized they'd spent enough money and parked their equipment and their frames.
They make a good antenna, don't they? Yes.
Well, there's one way to get your TV antenna up into the air, and that old car is sitting right up on top of the garage. Well, here's one of Easy Jack's old rollbacks, and right there on the hood it says "The Walking Man's Friend," and I suppose that would be true if you were on the side of the road walking home, and there it says Easy Jack, Junction City, Kansas, one of his early rollbacks. Well, I was told Easy Jack had some old tractors, and here's some right here. That's a nice old John Deere. Most of it's there. Is that a McCormick Daring? I'm not sure about that, but boy, that is an oldie. Look at those wheels. Here's one I don't have to guess because it says it right on the radiator shell. A Wallace. All steel wheels, crank still there, fenders are still on it, steering wheel, the engine, it's complete. That'd be a nice museum piece. Well, here's some of the old tractors that built America. Fordson right there. And that looks complete too, with the wheels. Another McCormick Daring, complete. Fenders still on it, all steel wheels. And there's an early John Deere. I know I joined one group of Studebaker lovers on Facebook. Well, here's one for you. Well, what do you see, Jeff? I see some good stuff.
Well, it's a 1956 Chevy 4-door. It's got an actually power pack engine in it. 4-barrel carburetor, power pack heads, 3-speed on the column. Make a nice project. There's a lot of good parts here. Car could be restored with a little work, but at least it's all here.
See if the driver's door opened and where the assembly plant was.
Your VIN number will give you a lot of details. The V, if a V is the first letter, it'll tell you it was a factory V8 car. The V denotes that it's a 210. A C would be a Bel Air, and an A would be a 150. Then it's a 5.6 for the year, and there's a K, which tells you it was manufactured in Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas City, Missouri, actually. And this will tell you the production number. Everything is still in there. You got the radio, got the knobs, Missing a couple of little items, but it's fairly complete. Would make an excellent parts car, if not a restoration project.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, Jeff, since this is your home state and we met on Facebook.
Well, I'm Jeff McIntyre. I own McIntyre Classic Chevys in Carbondale, Kansas. I primarily specialize in the Tri-5 Chevys, and I've been around them my entire life. My very first car was a 57 Chevy. I've had it for 33 years. I've bought and sold numerous, close to 100 in my short lifetime, and if there's any services we can provide for you, we sure would love to. You can get a hold of me on my YouTube channel at McIntyre Classic Chevy, and we're located here in Northeast Kansas, and we'd just love to talk to you about your project and what we can do to help you out.
And since there's a blank spot next to this 57 Chevy, Jeff, looks like the last car that was here got sold. Yeah, they've been in there. Oh yeah. That's been replaced. Somebody's been in there, other than mice. They're turning over.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Yeah,
it
they're
looks like
turning.
it's just an optical illusion. They look bent if you look at them with the bifocals the wrong way.
Look, I'm turning this one.
Yeah.
Turning this one.
Yeah, when? The lifters.
This one's turning. Well, the ones that are not
Anyway.
compressed are turning.
Well, that intake's off.
Well, we're not going to try to get this running, seeing this stuff in here, so
Yeah.
probably have to finish this project by pulling the block out. Pulling the
You gotta
panel.
pull the heads off.
Well, let's go for the heads then. I mean,
Gee, the only thing is these bolts sometimes break. Want me to try one? See how it is?
oh, the exhaust manifold bolts themselves.
I just want to see how much trouble they're gonna be.
The 6 side should lock on okay.
Yeah. I've seen newer cars that had rustier bolts than this old girl, so she looks pretty good. I think you folks at home might be able to see some pistons in the 1956 265. That's almost a Franklin.
It's amazing how clean all these rockers are. Usually a 56 Chevy that's been running all these years, they're just all gooped up with burnt oil and stuff.
When you get that far.
These look like all nice parts.
Oh. Yeah, this one ain't going good over here. These bolts.
You
Yeah.
were right, John, on that nut.
Right.
These are nice replacement
Yeah.
brass nuts on these
Yeah.
exhaust,
They might have did an overhaul in the 70s.
on the exhaust pipe itself.
Yeah. He had the brass nuts and they didn't have them until the 70s, so that's when they came out with them. The whole idea was it so the the material it's made out of does not rust. So it'll last a very long time, and what it does, it stays on and never rust. When you have a steel bolt onto a steel flange, what happens, the heat shrinks it, and then it gets hot, and then it'll bind together, and the condensation from the hot, cold is what causes rust, and moisture, and that's when you'll have everybody breaking knuckles and breaking bolts. It freeze right together. This one too. So this is a 14 mil. That's what I was doing Saturday. Convert to metric.
Yeah, yeah.
Here you go, my friend.
This one.
Makes life a little easier with a bigger wrench.
Let's see what we got.
If we pull two, it makes the motor easier to come out.
I know.
So it's
man,
all
man,
lopsided and...
I've been going since 5:30.
I know, I feel the feeling.
You know what I mean?
Let me give you a hand, I'll jump into this side if you like. I'll break them all free anyway.
Sure.
Oh, there's the other exhaust pipe nut. Came off nicely, which is really good because we can use them to put them back.
You might thank me in trucks tomorrow night or I'll go Friday.
What makes it a little more difficult is that this is the year before the first ram horns,
Yes.
which they were put on 57 V8s.
Right.
These are the old style.
Yep. If I ever tell you the story, I was in Texas doing a 66 Chevrolet. Okay, I'm looking for this. Yep, a little triangle right there. Needs a power pack.
No, to the other side.
One more.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Now you have one bolt back there and this will be off.
Can you imagine?
Nope, on the other
I
side.
can't imagine.
Exhaust pipe
Yeah.
studs. 2 of them on each side, and these nuts are coming
I
off.
can't believe it.
And this was registered last in 1980.
Yeah, that was a joke though.
You say you like old cars, you say you like old trucks. If you've been looking for one and you've had no luck, well, come along with us, a trip down memory lane, on a walkabout. You'll be glad that you came.
This one for the Mopar lovers, a Valiant convertible.
Valiant convertible. Yes, sir.
That is neat.
Say you like old cars, you say you like old trucks. If you've been looking for one and you've had no luck, well, come along with us, a trip down memory lane, on a walkabout. You'll be glad that you came.
Okay, I gotta stop at this one because I belong to a group that are Buick Grand Sport lovers, and here's a convertible.
Say you like old cars, and you say you like old trucks. If you've been looking for one and you've had no luck, well, come along with us, a trip down memory lane, on a walkabout. You'll be glad that you came.
Oh, that's a Chrysler. The tree's moving it.
Sure is. There's Christine's car in the back.
This reminds me of Old Car City down in White, Georgia. There's trees that are actually lifting the cars up in the air. Well, when I was in Texas, I saw a 55 Chevy with the wind deflectors on the back. Of course, it was a station wagon. And here's a 61 Parkwood station wagon with the wind deflectors. And we're not used to them in New England, but Jeff says that keeps the dirt and the dust off the back windows of your station wagon in areas prone to have a lot of dust. So this 61 Parkwood has them.
Yeah, we have gravel roads out here, so everybody's driving through dusty roads.
That's right, a lot of gravel roads in Texas. I found some of them.
I grew up on one.
Look at this beauty. And both taillight assemblies are still here, and they're not smashed. Well, here's a complete Cougar. It's got eyebrows, or folding headlight brows. Now here's a 56 Ford that obviously was sold once by Easy Jack. Well, here's a Pontiac Catalina 2-door hardtop sitting here between the trees, and Jeff pointed out to me before I even noticed it's got the 8-lug wheels.
That's cool.
61 station wagon with a roof rack on it. And it's a parkwood. Look at all the wings right here for all the cars, lovers with wings. A whole bunch of 60 Chevys here. Wagons and sedans. Now whatever year this Pontiac station wagon is.
Just a minute, I'll tell you what year it is. '54.
54 Pontiac station wagon. Still has a straight engine in there. Eight plugs. Carburetor, dual horns, still there. Boy, what a gold mine of parts this would be. That's probably the steering column.
Yeah, I would venture that it is.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time. That thing's complete.
Yeah. Except the other side.
It's got all nice
Windows
stainless.
down or what? Oh yeah, just the windows are down. They're rusted out.
Nice stainless and everything.
283. Some presidential something or other. 28, 29 two-door sedan.
Yeah, two of them.
Model T fender's not too bad a shape.
No, it's not. They're complete.
Yeah.
Well, these have been in here a lot.
A long time. Look at the size of the trees.
Here's a truck chassis. Two of them. These are trucks. These are all trucks. Well, I would say that used to be a Ford truck because there's an old flathead in it, still there. Well, some of this is just scrap metal, but a lot of these parts that look like they're too bad to fix aren't, because they're so rare that a skilled tinsmith can fabricate pieces of fenders and doors and MIG weld them together. We're getting further away from the highway and further inland, and the cars are getting older. And this place here in Junction City, Kansas is a lot like Old Car City in White, Georgia. It's an outdoor museum of automotive history. And if you own or recognize any of these vehicles, you'll spot the parts and what's left of them. What do you think that is, Jeff?
I think it might be an old International cab. It would make a perfect rat rod cab.
Here's the VIN.
Rounded, you know.
Yeah. Here's the tag over here.
What's it say? International Harvester.
And here's another one that's more complete. Only 2 vehicles over. It says International right on the side of the engine cover. And it's almost all here, including the bed. Transmission still there, steering column and wheel. Well, this is what a lot of people look for today, for rat rods. All right.
He ever had was a 36 Chevy 2-door sedan. And he was so proud of it because his first car was a Model T Roadster pickup with no top that he drove year-round, rain or snow. So when he got a car with closing doors and roll-up windows, he thought he was a rich man. He had a car just like that.
And that is a 36 Chevrolet sedan. And the engine's still in it.
10 below or 100 degrees, it doesn't matter. That's what he had to drive. And
isn't that another one?
that's another 36, yeah. Same hood. Sure is. Back half's been cut off.
Probably got made into a pickup after the war.
Uh-huh, probably did. There's a nice shape. That cab's got a nice shape for a rat rod. If it had the doors, it would be helpful. That would be a neat cab just to make for a rat rod. An old delivery panel truck.
I've seen that shape before. They're about 1939 or so.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what is that? Scooter.
Now here's something that's probably personal history for Easy Jack and Son. An old moving van on an early 50s Ford, and right up there over the top it says Easy Jack. Let's take a look down the side. Welsh Enterprises Incorporated, Easy Jack, Junction City, Kansas. An old moving van. And that nose for that early Ford is an F5. Well, this old beauty has a straight 8 in it. And it's likely a Hudson. I'm trying to see the VIN tag. If I can get down there and see the VIN tag to verify it, that'd be nice. If the hood's removed.
Did you see the logo painted on it? The name of the car? Faded 8.
It says Buick.
Buick.
It says Buick, and it's a straight 8.
Really?
I got the VIN number.
I thought this would look like a terraplane.
Sure did.
Somebody pinstriped Faded 8 on there.
Yep.
That was the name of their car.
Those things intrigue me. They're kind of ugly, but
Tall T, I know. They are ugly, but they're in a way they're kind of cool.
they are.
You've been looking for one and you had no luck. Come along with us, a trip down memory lane. On a walkabout, you'll be glad that you came.